Harare yakaita renew its contract neWell Cash Debt Collectors. Saka take advantage of this opportunity and avoid embarrassment yekuzoitwe chase around kana kushaiwe hope ngekuda kwechikwereti. Play your part kuti kanzuri yeHarare ikwanise kukuprovide maservices akanaka amunoexpecta kubva kwairi. Kana veWell Cash vauya, tauriranai nawo kuti mobhadhara sei chikwereti chenyu zviri easier kwamuri imwimwe. Itai padoko padoko kusvika maite complete kana finish chikwereti chenyu.
Harare, to achieve a world-class city status by 2025.
Imwane muHarare, ndapota pay your council bills kuti musazovizitirwe ngema-debt collectors edu kana messenger of court. Zviro ngezvekutaurirana izvi kuti musi kukwanisa kubhadhara yese ka1 uyai tiite payment plan. And if you stick to the payment plan, then chikwereti chenyu hachizoiti interest ba. City of Harare yakaita renew its contract neWell Cash Debt Collectors. Saka take advantage of this opportunity and avoid embarrassment yekuzoitwe chase around kana kushaiwe hope ngekuda kwechikwereti. Play your part kuti kanzuri yeHarare ikwanise kukuprovide maservices akanaka amunoexpecta kubva kwairi. Kana veWell Cash vauya, tauriranai nawo kuti mobhadhara sei chikwereti chenyu zviri easier kwamuri imwimwe. Itai padoko padoko kusvika maite complete kana finish chikwereti chenyu.
Harare, to achieve a world-class city status by 2025.
ZimdiTv, building bridges. We are continuing again from one glory to another. Thank you so much to our presenter Robert Afumane, who was interviewing Pastor Talent Madungwe, Prophet rather. He has got so many titles. And we are now live, and we are fortunate enough to have the aspiring president for Kambizi political party. His name is Henry Mutasa. He's in the studio right now. He has got issues. Besides his aspiring candidate, he also has issues with women and also some churches. Would want you to forward your questions to him via us so that he will be able to explain why he has issues with women. And to help me present this program, I've got a co-presenter. I will leave her to introduce herself.
Hello viewers, my name is Beauty Selendewa. I would like to encourage you to sign up with ZimdiTv, as you will be able to get instant updates of the program that will be airing live each and every day.
There you are, viewers. You will be able to get notifications all the time that we are live on ZimdiTv. I would like to promise you that 5 days of the week, every day, we have got something special for you. And that's the advantage of signing up. And Beauty will also be reading your questions. She will also be reading your messages on our timeline. So write them clearly. We kindly ask you to avoid using SMS messages, because some of them may we may not be accustomed to the kind of SMS that you do. So please write in full so that it will be easy to read on air. And if your SMS, we cannot read your SMS, we'll jump on to the next one. So make sure you write it well in bold and clear messages on our timeline. And we want to introduce our guest in this program, This and That. Aspiring President Henry Mutasa, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Mashika sei kuno kwe mavane kupi? You live in Chitungwiza?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Which part of Chitungwiza?
St. Mary's.
Are you very confident that people in Chitungwiza are going to vote for you?
If they want 5 meals a day, they better do.
There you are, straight to the point. That's one of his election manifesto. If you want 5 meals per day, you need to vote for President Kambizi. And you are also the secretary. Can you tell us the title surrounding your political party and other members that are within your political party?
My title is, I copied it from ZANU-PF.
From ZANU-PF.
The topmost person in ZANU-PF is a president and first secretary of ZANU-PF.
Right.
So I'm the president and first secretary of ZANU-PF. And I'm a bit above him because I'm the founding president and first secretary of ZANU-PF.
So that's the difference.
Yeah, the President Mugabe is just the president and first secretary of ZANU-PF, but he's not the founding person. It was founded by Takawili.
All right.
So me, I'm a bit, in terms of the party, I'm a bit senior. I'm the founding president and first secretary of Kambizi Party.
Okay.
Because I formed this party.
All right.
And I'm also the current president and first secretary of Kambizi party.
While you're still on there, who are the members within your political parties who
Members.
hold key positions like a political commissar and all sorts of things, or youth secretary, in your party?
That I haven't done it. That's very easy. That's very
easy.
There's so many people in Zimbabwe that need a new political dispensation. They need a new political party. I have so many people hovering around me. So that one I'm not worried about.
You're not worried
about positions. I've already got the structure in my mind.
Okay,
but
in your mind, not on paper.
No, something on paper as well. I've got something on paper, but not very solid.
Okay.
Because the structure will depend on the needs at that moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at that moment.
But just to be lean, I don't want to. I won't entertain a big structure like that of ZANU-PF.
When is your party congress?
Not yet. I will get to
the elections are there next year.
You can actually get to an election without a congress.
Is it?
Oh yes. You don't have to go.
Okay, for the benefit of those that are registering, I'm told there are more than 75 political parties that have registered to participate in the 2018 general elections, and I would also want to find out from yourself. There's no congress that is going to come anytime soon, and how are you approaching the elections in 2018?
Okay.
So far, your preparations.
Yeah, my preparations are really playing around with the manifesto and the vision of my party.
Yes.
I want people to imagine together with me what will happen the day my party is the day I get sworn to be president. People must imagine what I'll begin to do.
Okay.
What type of policies I will have. What type of
other political parties have got campaigns which they will come and give to the people what they are offering, and you haven't started campaigning for the elections. When are you going to start?
I've already started campaigning.
Really?
Only that I've started on the social media platform.
Okay, so you are campaigning on
already. This is campaign.
While you're on ZimdiTv.
There is no better way of campaigning at the beginning than this one.
Accountant, please make sure you give him you give him a bill for campaigning on ZimdiTv. Okay, what is it that, before we ask you many questions while the viewers are watching, what is it that you are promising the people of Zimbabwe?
5 meals a day. That's number one. Affordable education for everybody.
Affordable education
for everybody, and good quality education, up-to-date education.
Are you not taking the ZANU-PF election manifesto? Because after independence in 1980, there was free education for all.
There was free education, but
you are taking the same.
But now they're not for very free education. People are complaining.
When they started, so I'm saying you are using ZANU-PF manifesto because the way they started after independence, the same way you are doing.
Yeah, but mine is going to be a bit realistic. I won't say free. This is why I use the word affordable. Affordable means you can pay for it. They started with the free thing. I don't know where they were expecting to get the money for free.
Okay. All right, you are going on. The next one.
Affordable healthcare.
Affordable healthcare
for men and women. And also to restore the position of a woman and a girl child the way it was in the African traditional setup.
Okay.
Because now, as far as I'm concerned, the woman has been thrown into the streets.
Okay.
And this is why you see the making.
We'll come back to that before you expand on it. Yes. The next one.
The other one is to bring back the history of Zimbabwe, the real history, not the fake one.
Where the curriculum for the schools or what? What do you mean by bringing?
The real history is meaning every Zimbabwean has to be told where this piece of land of Zimbabwe came from. That's what I'm asking. And the people's. That's what I'm asking. Are you going to allow that to be a curriculum for the schools, or you are just going to hold rallies and then you tell people the history of this country? Definitely, it has to be part of the curriculum of the schools. Okay, it's part of my manifesto. Right. Go on. The next one. Part of the curriculum, and also those who are out of school, we'll have to teach them through the social media. We unravel that as we go. Unravel that as we go. The other election manifesto. I also I want to bring in to restore human rights. There is no human rights in Zimbabwe. There's no human rights. And that's one area that really disappoints me. Okay. Because let's not expand on them, but these are just pointers so that the viewers will have a chance to forward their own questions as well. That's why we are saying, can you tell them your election manifesto, and then they will have a choice.
Let's go to the next point.
And also, I want to work on around the issue of abuse of people who were rich first 4 years like me.
Okay.
You know, those people like me, they are being abused in every aspect of their life. Education.
Those who were rich in the first 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
In other words, they were not rich themselves, but their parents or guardians or whoever was looking after them gave them a rich, high class of life.
Okay.
These people are under severe trauma and abuse.
All right. And then we'll go to the and then we'll go to the next one.
The other one is I would want to restore the sense of independence among Zimbabweans' minds. With Zimbabweans, right from the top leadership, president himself to the person in the streets, they all have this mentality that if America doesn't lift sanctions, we are finished.
Okay.
If Britain, you know, that thing, I want to help my fellow Zimbabweans to remove that.
Wash and flush it out.
Yes, and learn to work with
okay,
what
let me give
you have.
my producer this one. Yes,
Yeah.
continue.
In other words, you have to learn to be independent and self-reliant. That's,
Okay,
yes.
that's another one. Okay.
The other thing I would like to work on is to ensure that the infrastructure of Zimbabwe is upgraded.
The infrastructure.
Yeah, it has to be upgraded to be able to match the demands of this century.
Okay.
The 21st century?
Yes.
21st century.
Okay.
And even if possible, we should go a bit ahead of where we are so that we can use it to improve our life standards and also to increase participation of other investors from other countries.
Do you have any other point that is left out? Okay, while you are thinking, we'll give Beauty a chance to read some of your messages and to those that are watching live right now worldwide. Thank you so much for watching. And Beauty, anybody who is watching?
Yeah, we have Russell Muteveri, Aaron Skonkani, Lynn Olin, Floyd Fisher, and Kukunyati.
Thank you so much for watching. Before we get to know the qualifications that the aspiring president have, we want to read some of the few messages if we have any message. Do we have any messages there?
We have a lot of messages coming in. We have Russell Muteveri saying, President Wani, I will vote for Loveness Muganu Wekuweza.
Okay, and you said you're from Chitungwiza?
I'm originally from Mashona in the east.
From Mashona,
I won't tell you which district.
No, okay, but this one has disowned you.
That's his democratic right.
Is it? You are happy with that? No problem.
Very happy. I'm very, and I respect him.
Is it?
He's practicing his right.
That's very good. Let's hear any other messages that are on our timeline.
We have Aaron Skonkani saying, Vakava Nebiko Awa.
I think that question has already been answered from Marsh East, but he doesn't want to tell you the district. But I think it will allow some of the people from your own proximity or area where you grew up, or you were not born, you were born outside the country, right? So that they can even vote for you. Let's go back to the messages as well. Let's hear the messages. What are they saying, Beauty?
We have Lynn Olen saying, before it began, I'm already dead.
There you are. That's what he's saying. Before you have started, he is dead.
That's the democracy.
You have killed one person already.
That's the democracy.
And you killing people is
but
a
maybe
democracy.
I've killed her with happiness. Some people can die when they're very happy.
Okay,
I'm not sure what she means. Especially ladies.
Okay.
We have Gugunyati was saying, Madungwe is better than this.
Okay, that's your opinion. There you are. We thank you so much for your contribution. You will come back and
Madungwe?
Madungwe is the Prophet Madungwe who was in here when you were waiting for your program. So
I love him too.
You love him too.
Together on that one, yeah.
But what they are saying is he is better than.
You should go test. I would vote for him.
Okay. All right. Go on. What are the messages that are on our platform right now?
Helsa Harry is saying, imagine, I can't deal.
Right. That's another contribution.
And Gugunyati is saying, is to know that 9 meals a day.
We'll try and see what we can do about that.
Prospective voters are saying
we'll make
that's
smaller
not enough.
meals. They can become 9 as long as they're smaller. Because you don't want constipation as well.
That's a nice one. Those 5 meals are going to be subdivided
Yeah,
so
to
that
make
they will
them
come.
9.
You have 9 plates a day.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that one. The president is expanding on that. Let's hear some more messages that are on our timeline as well. Beauty.
Ray TC is saying Unemakore Mangani.
That's a question for you.
Only 49 years.
Only 49. All right. There you are.
Gladys Titi is saying, Dear Kuda Kuda President Yeremunu, I really don't get.
Kuna aspiring president Kambizi party.
That's a very general question. Maybe she's worried about the accent or my way, my points, or maybe the age. Maybe she's used to presidents who are 90 or 80, so she thinks someone's 40 something. Maybe you'll just be chasing girlfriends instead of running the country. I don't know what she really means.
There you are. You can hear it for yourself. That's his contribution and your answer to you as well. Let's hear. Do we still have any more messages or any other new people who are watching on ZimdiTv right now?
We have Helsa Harry who's saying mentality removed.
Right. That's his contribution as well. Any more messages?
We have another question is how old is the president? But he's already answered this one.
That's answered, yeah.
Yeah. Then another one is saying this guy is a joke.
There you are. Can you answer for yourself?
Oh yeah. You know, special people usually look like comedians or people are joking. If you look at all special presidents all over the world, they were not very serious. If you look at Ronald Reagan, the American president, who brought back Russia into the friendship domain with America.
Okay.
He was a comedian, some form of a movie actor or something, very close to a comedian. And he did what most other intellectual presidents failed before him. So that is a good quality. You need to be a bit of a joke, a bit of a funny man to be a president.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mutasa. Let's get back to the issue that you raised yourself.
Yeah.
Can you expand on what you were saying about women?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I don't really say women are bad. I believe naturally.
But you said.
They are now appearing to be bad. But if you dig to the root cause of their badness, by the badness I mean, I bought my radio in March this year.
Okay.
For one.
What type of a radio?
A small thing for $8, a small Chinese radio.
Right. Okay.
I wanted to have it for news and funerals. I lose my friends and I don't get to know when they die.
My doubt was this is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my big friends in government and in the sphere.
Okay.
So in our life sphere. So what I did, since I bought that radio in March, every day I switch it on. Women are insulting us, men, and every day I'm forced to switch it off. I listen a bit and I switch
So
off.
they are infringing on your right of
say,
listening to your own radio station or your own radio which you bought for $8.
They are not infringing on my rights because they have a right to express.
Because you are switching off.
I switch off because I've understood their problem. But I was saying.
So when you switch off after understanding their problem?
Yeah, usually I listen first.
Yeah, and then you switch off.
When I realize I've understood the point, you know, I just switch off because the rest is now disturbing me because I can't help them.
Does it use batteries?
It uses batteries.
So you are saving your batteries?
Not saving my battery, I'm saving my emotions because I get disappointed.
You get disappointed?
I'm not a person who likes bad news.
Continue on that one.
I like good news.
Okay, yeah.
Now the problem we are facing with ladies, it's not just in Zimbabwe, it's a worldwide problem.
But you have an issue with people that are within your proximity, which is Zimbabwe.
I don't think that's...
Because those are the people that you listen to.
Yeah.
You are not listening to SABC.
Remember, I believe I have an advantage in terms of research. I've lived in Tanzania for 24 years, Zimbabwe for 23 years. So, having lived in two countries, and I've seen the same pattern of the ladies' behavior.
Okay.
So
continue on their behavior.
That tells me that even if I go to the United States, even if I go to Russia, I'll face the same problem.
Okay, let's address this issue. What is the problem with these women?
The problem with women is that the older women naturally don't like the young women. Why? It's because if a 12-year-old girl, beautiful 12-year-old girl, walks here past us men, and then a 16-year-old follows after 5 minutes, and then a 20-year-old girl follows after 5 minutes, all the men will be mostly attracted to 12-year-old, followed by the 16-year-old, followed by the 20-year-old. That is human nature. That's how men are. I'm giving ladies our secret today. Maybe you didn't know this.
Right, right.
Now, ladies on the other side, they tend to know that. They've already picked the signal, naturally,
Okay.
that men like younger women.
Okay.
So what do women do? When they're still young women, they take advantage of that situation. They know it.
Okay.
So they play around with whichever men they want.
Yeah.
You know, and they go for the best, those with money, the most handsome one, the most whatever, because they know I'm young.
Yeah.
When they get to 20, they realize the door is closing. Now I'm no longer that marketable. What do?
I don't know.
They develop those emotions that I told you we should keep it over. Emotions and rage. They say, now I'm 20. They want the 16-year-old. They want that 12-year-old. They want that 10-year-old. What do I do about this?
That's the mind of women.
The woman,
Older women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Older women. What do I do? So they start going to the radios, forming NGOs, going to workshops, and they say, look, I'm so concerned about that 12-year-old. Why is she sleeping with that 49-year-old? He's abusing the girl. And
But what's wrong with that? That's what
it's not
what you
abuse.
men are doing.
It's not
So-
abuse.
Huh?
And I'm answering that question today. That 12-year-old girl and the 16-year-old girl and the 20-year-old girl,
Yeah.
those are assets to men. They're not assets to ladies.
But they are threats.
A girl is not created for a woman.
But there is
Once a
lesbianism.
girl, once you see an old
You
woman,
cannot you
see
cannot
a woman-
outrightly say that because there's lesbianism as well.
Yes, that's the
where
way.
you know the
Yes.
other women's body is the pleasure of the other women's
That's,
body. Yeah.
thank you very much.
Yes.
That's the only excuse I'll accept from the older women. If they say, we're taking our girlfriends, we like the young girlfriends, we are
right.
lesbians, there I'll respect them. I don't subscribe to lesbianism, but we are talking of human rights.
Okay.
That's their right with their body. For that, I respect them.
Just hold on.
But,
We need to respect our viewers because these are the people who make ZimdiTv what it is today.
Yeah.
We want to go back to the message platform right now and hear what they have to offer, and I'll leave that opportunity to Beauty.
Thank you. For some of the viewers that joined us later on,
Yeah.
there's Gladys City who wants to know, but
Kambizi Party, or KP in short,
And when was it formed?
formed in October last year, 2016.
Right, there you are. I think you have been answered.
And there's Mike Kim who's saying, is he paid to split votes by ZANU-PF?
We'll forward that question to you. Are you paid questions to split votes by ZANU-PF? This is a question from Kim.
No, I applied to form a political party in January 2005. So I would have split votes that time. But why should I split them now? That time, 2005, there was a need for somebody to split the votes. Because MDCT was very strong. But now MDC is not that strong. This is why it's joining everybody. So it's not the time to split voices. It's the time for me to capitalize on the gap. The opposition is not strong. ZANU-PF is not strong. We can all see it's scrambling, it's fighting each other. So that's the chance for me to score.
There you are, Mike Kim. We continue with the messages. I hope you have been answered. We'll go back to the messages. Beauty, any messages?
Ray TC is saying, how are you going to deal with corruption?
That question will forward
And
it to
who is
you.
funding you?
Yeah.
Those two questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
With corruption, you will have to introduce a subject at school, right from crèche. We'll find a way of teaching people from childhood to just like Shona Carter, or Vudura, or the what did they say?
Ukamula.
Kamula. That's Swahili also. It's Kamula.
Kukamula.
Yeah,
Kamula.
so
Okay.
the is just like Swahili.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing wrong. We'll teach the kids to say, as you live, whatever you get, whether it's from the parents, from the guardians, from the school, from anybody, learn to share. Learn to share with others.
So
not just friends, even strangers.
Yes.
And that by itself destroys.
before you go any further musati maenda kumanhenga ndoda kuvunza kuti corruption iri kutaurwa iyi iri current and rife and it's live animazvona it's a cancer, it's eating the economy. But imi muri kutaura kuti muda kudzisa vanhu vari kucrash kuti vagozoya kuzopedza corruption kana vakusenza vane 26 years.
Yeah, that's one side of it. With the
say while these children at nursery school are being taught these principles, what are we going to do? That's the question about it now.
Yeah, with adults, we introduced very clever laws, very smart laws. Like say, before you get any job, even if it means sweeping the studio, you have to declare all your assets, and the records have to be with the courts, and the parliament, and the executive. That will apply to everybody, from the president of the country to the man who is sweeping in city council. Everybody tell us, what do you own? You own one radio.
How does that help?
It helps us because anytime we suspect that you are taking things from us, we ask you again, through the same law, to declare what you have by that moment. Then once you declare, that becomes the record. Whatever you didn't declare is not yours. If we find out later, it becomes part of the state.
What if the member of parliament, the minister, a governor, or any other person who is holding a public office, if they buy property in someone else's name, how are you going to know? What structures are you going to put in place so that you know that there is no underground dealings that are happening from the ministers in your political party or government?
Yeah, if they buy something under another person's name, then that might be a bit difficult. But the good news is a person who is greedy or a thief, once they've done that, there's a point in time when they want it back.
All right.
With the same greed, will not allow them to see their brother enjoying what is this.
All right.
So when they go now back to the person, and the person could also resist because they won't go immediately after they have been dismissed. They'll go out sometime. And then there'll be squabbles there. And when you get wind of that squabble, you say, come here, Mr. Man. You were a minister 10 years ago. And now you're claiming that thing is yours. Records show that you didn't have that thing. Because also when they are leaving the office, they'll have to declare. When you're leaving office. So you declare. And now we're leaving the office of the president or the minister or the vice president or the councillor. What do you have now? So that we can see the difference.
I think that's good enough. They also want to know who is funding you.
I'm funding myself so far.
How much do you have right now as a budget for the elections for 2018?
Not much. I don't think I've got more than $200. So, but what matters is the idea. It's not money. There are so many people with money. If it was about money, we should be having 1,000 candidates here. There are so many people driving cars up there. But they can't be presidents. They don't have that content up there.
So how are you going to fund your election campaigns? Because you only have a balance of 200 and you want to go to Bulawayo and sleep in a hotel, unless otherwise you've got relatives in every province where you go and have accommodation. How are you going to fund even the fuel bills? Do you have a car?
No car.
You don't have a car?
Not at all.
An aspiring president with no car?
Yeah, it's not necessary. You don't necessarily have to have a car. It's not very good.
Do you run any business?
No.
A tax shop or something?
I don't have any business because they keep saying it's direct and indirectly. Because we're the rich first 4 years, we suffer now. It's payback time.
It's payback time.
Yeah. That's why I'm forming this party. That's why that's the key statement on my logo. Party, political party for development for those with rich first 4 years. Because we cannot develop with your political parties.
We'll come back and continue before we take a short break, and then we will also read some more messages. You haven't finished, but we'll come back. That's why I said we'll come back and continue. You should have been a broadcaster so that you can talk more. You have 4-hour session on. Okay, thank you so much for watching ZimdiTv. We continue to encourage you to post your messages and continue to share with your friends who would also want to contribute on this platform. Remember to like or follow or sign up on ZimdiTv so that, like what Beauty said, you get notifications. She's my co-presenter today, and we are going to come back and continue with this interview with the aspiring president of Kambizi Political Party, Mr. Mutasa. Thank you so much for watching.
Come in. Hello. Hi. Interview, hey? Yes. Please take a seat. sir. The person is here.
Okay, just bring her in.
Okay, sir.
That's fine.
Are you feeling hot?
For gorgeous, elegant, and astounding look, modern women now use Pretty Women Cosmetics. Visit us at the following Pretty Women Cosmetic outlets: Corner Angwa Street and Speak Avenue, Corner Nelson Mandela and Park Street, and at Corner Muyanehanda and Speak Avenue in Harare.
Pretty woman walking down the street.
Pretty Women Cosmetics, where beauty begins.
Pretty woman.
Thank you so much for staying put on ZimdiTv. The program is called This and That. My name is Sylvester. We are live in the studio with the aspiring president of Kambizi political party. He has got issues with women, and we are going to give him the chance to tell us more on why he has issues with women. But before we go to him, I've got my co-presenter with me here, Beauty. Would ask him to read some of those messages, and then we get to hear what you are saying. Beauty, any messages?
There are so many messages coming in, but before I read the messages, do remember to sign up with ZimdiTv. We have Mike Kim who's saying, which women, on behalf of us women, we don't know you is. Gladys is saying, iwe unesimba ku-interviews in Shagadai. Ndonzi Manu is saying Daenda. Peggy Marumaoko is saying, 100% no votes from women. You are a joker aspiring to women. Rati C is saying Iwena Chipanga, same. Jennifer Matiza is saying, sorry tatino no kei kuya, but orawe no zichi baba. Helka Harry is saying, what are you saying?
Jennifer Matiza will come and answer that when we are continuing with the messages. But right now, we are reading the messages that you viewers are posting to us. Thank you so much for watching. Beauty, can you continue with the messages?
Aaron Skonkwane is saying, Kwanzi na madunge ukufa mangwana shama waeni.
Okay.
Mike Yem is saying, why would a man be attracted to a 12-year-old? That's a bad example. Love Team Megs is saying, you are a psycho, please. Mike Machlang is saying, Mugabe has caused a lot of madness in the country by overstaying in power. From false prophets to false presidential candidates.
Okay, we continue with the messages.
Marma is saying, I now agree we all have different levels of madness, sure. I give up.
That's your opinion. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah.
Honorable Pardon Mateko is saying, Saga membership, Yave Papi.
We are going to answer that question when we come back, when we give him a chance to respond.
Aaron Skonkwane is saying, Mogweta President saying, Mr. Gaboni cannot fake a suit.
I hope he's jotting down those points, and then you can come back and answer for himself. Yes, continue with the messages.
Phil Jambayas Sambo is saying, Viva President Kambizi of Kambizi Party, Iran.
First Secretary of Kambizi. Go on.
Honorable Pardon is also saying, Tipeyo slogan, battering.
Alright, I think that one you can respond. President of Kambizi. Slogan. What's the slogan for the party? The viewers are asking.
Slogan, I haven't really come up with one.
Okay.
I'm still thinking what is good, but it will definitely look like the logo. The logo says Party for Development for People with Rich First 4 years. So
okay.
It's likely to look like that.
All right. Okay.
Something like development for those with first.
But you are
rich first 4 years.
You're using a closed unfit.
That's
unfit for ZANU-PF. So you're a member of ZANU-PF. So that guy was right to say you are splitting votes.
Oh, I have to look for
Yeah, because your
It has to be my-
symbol that you are using is that of ZANU-PF.
All right. I'm sorry, when I was in Tanzania, the ruling party, they also using that first time used to that.
Let's go back to the messages. Let's go back to the messages.
Comrade Phil Jambai Sambo is saying, can you shed more light about the 5 meals per day?
All right. Okay. He's jotting those notes. You answer. You respond at once.
Tony Kings is saying, Mune ukamala did mas mutasa ere.
Can you also jot that down? Then you can respond after giving us your pointers on women. Yeah. Any other
Aaron
message?
is saying it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, that's his opinion towards the president of Kambizi
And
political
Honorable
party.
Pardon Mateko is saying, Vice President Wenyu Ndiano.
All right, you also answered
Wait,
that.
do you have vacancies in political domain?
There you are, aspiring members of parliament and also ministers. Okay.
Mike Mklangu is saying, introducing 5 meals a day will overburden the health ministry. You can't encourage people to have 5 meals a day. In some countries, people are dying because of too much food, but they have good healthcare systems. Zimbabwe can't manage that.
There you
That's
are.
an opinion.
There you are. Okay, what we want to do, we'll come back to the messages as well, keep them flowing in. And what we want to do now is to give the aspiring president for Kambizi political party to respond. But before he responds to your questions, hold on. We want him to read some of the pointers which he is accusing women of doing in Zimbabwe. Over to you, Mr. Mutasa.
All right.
Are you related to Didmas Mutasa?
He's Mzukuru. I think his mother or his mother's mother is Mutasa. So he's Mzukuru. We're related. He's Mzukuru to me. Scientist. I studied biology and I follow biology. And I know that at the age of 9, a girl can give birth to a child. I know that at the age of 13, a boy can impregnate a female human being. So I know scientifically children can be born from a mother who is 9 and a father who is 13. So I don't see any reason why we should say a lady should wait up to the age of 18 to get married. I think that is, to me, an emotional law rather than factual. I'm a scientist. I'm sorry.
So
Scientists, we don't work with emotions. We work with facts.
So you as an aspiring president of the country of Zimbabwe,
I'll propose that
Republic
the
of Zimbabwe.
marriage law, that constitution aspect of 18 years, I'll propose that we remove it. Instead, we say a girl or a boy shall be allowed to marry as soon
Studied biology, and that's what
biology.
age, which age
up
is this
from
one for men?
Huh?
For men,
For men is 30.
30.
That's when they
They
generally
start
start producing sperm. They
Okay.
can make children. Although some can start earlier.
Okay,
But I would say 13 is okay for men.
right.
And then girls, they start at 9.
Okay,
So I would
continue.
say 9 is okay for men.
All right.
Now, the argument that will come against this is from doctors, I think from Zimbabwe. They seem to have their own findings, which we don't know. They say if a girl is below 18,
Right.
when she gets pregnant, the baby has to die. It won't come out. That is not true. As I have lived
From
in my
your-
life, both in Tanzania and Zimbabwe, I have witnessed so many girls who are 12 years old, 13 years old, delivering kids without any problem.
Okay.
Now, that there are statistics, the doctors in Zimbabwe, which say that a girl who is below 18 cannot give birth to a baby. I can justify them. Why? It's because if I am a girl who is 14 and I'm impregnated by a boy who is 30, and I love him so much, and I know if I go to the hospital, they will tell me, they'll ask me whose pregnancy is this, and that will lead to my 30-year-old boyfriend getting arrested. Obviously, I want to go to the hospital. You see? So if I keep the pregnancy at home, actually in my room, obviously that kid is likely to die in my stomach because it's not getting the proper care. So I agree with the doctors in Zimbabwe who say they did the research and they realized girls who are below 18 years, their kids are always dying.
Okay.
You know, of course, they're always dying because they don't have health care. But I'm challenging them to do another research. Take a girl who's 9 years who gets pregnant, look after her properly.
Pregnant, yeah.
That's a research. Look for somebody to do that. Somebody who's 13, make her pregnant. Doctors be around the girl.
Okay.
Make sure you follow that girl from the day one. Let her deliver that baby, and let's see if she will. That baby will definitely be dead. Let's see that.
Let's go to the next point. Thank you so much, viewers. There you are. If you have any arguments to Mr. Mutasa, you can also forward them to on our timeline, and then Beauty will read that for us.
Okay. For those of you who are Christian, there's another point to add here. The Bible says, "Enjoy your wife of your youth," which means I should be a youth, and my wife should be a youth. The same Bible talks of men and women, which means there's a difference between a man and a youth. Now, if a youth is not a man, he must be a young person. Then it comes down to what I'm saying. From 9 years, a girl, or upwards. From a boy from 13 years upwards. Those are youth.
Okay.
You see?
That's biblical.
Yeah, that's
biblical. There you are, viewers. That's another point.
And then the other one is common sense. How can a 9-year-old girl be able to give birth to a baby when she's also a baby? Well, are we saying God can make mistakes? God doesn't make mistakes. I usually like using the example of the sun. I usually say, if you are setting a constitution which says a girl should not give birth before 18, can you also write in the constitution that the sun should rise from the west and set in the east and see if that will happen?
Because God didn't make
it. It won't happen that way. And as a result, what we are seeing on the ground is these girls are sleeping day in, day out. You might ask me, how do you know that? I'm living with people. I'm seeing it. It's happening day in, day out.
You are not trying to see what's happening on the ground.
And I can't blame them because that thing is itchy. It's the right age. It's itchy. It's saying, where's the man? Where's the man? And the man's thing is saying, where's the woman? It's nature's way of. Without that, we wouldn't be there.
Yeah, but at the right age. But at the right age.
The right age is 9 for a girl because she can get pregnant. If she's not yet. Right age is when she starts. If she starts menstruating at 12, then that's the right age.
Okay.
We cannot, as human beings, however intelligent we are, you see, sit down and say, God made the mistake to put the menstrual system at 9, but I think God should have put the menstrual system at 18. Okay. So we decide as human beings to go to some parliament somewhere or vote and say from today, that menstrual system, we just have to go like that for 9 years.
Okay.
Us one. God is watching us. He says, these guys are serious.
Let's go to the next point because of our time. Okay. So I want to give viewers to respond to your point. And
another very important point to add to that one.
All right.
I'm suggesting that the whole world, in other words, I'm talking to the United Nations, change the education system from next week.
Next week?
Yes.
On Monday.
Change the if it's possible, education system such that whoever wants to get married.
Are you not copying Mkomalam's stance where he says, I'm giving you 48 hours?
No, I'm just, when I'm saying next week, I'm just being philosophical. To say the earliest possible time.
Stop it. Okay.
I'm not trying to be a soldier.
Yes, continue with your point.
I'm just trying to be philosophical.
The United
to say the whole world should change the education system as early as possible, such that education should be available for both the boy child and the girl child. And the education system should be flexible. When the girl child says, I'm now 9 years, I want to be pregnant. And I want to have a baby. The education system should stop. Not the pregnancy to stop. It stops, and this girl goes out of the system. She has a baby. She gives her care for the first year or two. She finishes. She hands the baby to the mother or the mother's sister or the father. They look after them to school. She comes back to school. Of course, she'll be a year or so behind. That's okay. She continues with her school. When she finishes her grade 7, thanks heavens, she's got 2 things. The grade 7 certificate and a baby.
That's another point. How many points do you still have?
That's a few left.
Okay.
The other thing I want to say is the Western countries can teach us how to go to the moon. They can teach us how to make this long-range missiles,
missiles, yes.
Where we can send a bomb from here to across the Pacific Ocean and so they can teach us those things.
Which go by GPS.
Yeah, they can teach us engineering. What they did to me, they taught me engineering. But they cannot teach us on family values. No American, no British person should stand in front of me and say, I want to teach you how a family value should be like. They are not good at that. We are good at that. We are Mutasas, we are kings. We used to be kings a few years ago. I know our values. Our values were special.
Okay.
So we, the Western countries, should not tell us when our children should get married. they should listen to what I'm saying.
But that's not to
I
do
can
with,
teach them as a
to do with the Zimbabwean women.
No, they derive their strength from there, if you didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the funding comes from there.
Oh, there you are, women. You are getting funding to speak on behalf of
the funding comes from there.
Foreign countries.
From America, Canada, so on. They are destroying our system so that it becomes like this. I haven't been to America, but I heard there most of the families there are single-headed, headed by women. You know, you find a mother with 4 kids, each one is own father, and those kids they don't know what
because they started in 9.
Yeah. No, that's not the point.
Okay. Oh, go to the next point. Okay, just go to the next point.
Because they tell the women. Because they tell the women that the man is no value. You know, you don't need the man in your life. You just need the sperms and have the baby. Otherwise, after that, you don't need him next to your bed. You don't need him in the sitting room. You don't need him in the dining room because he's a bother. And that's women. That's women. Listen to the radio. Okay. That's what they're saying.
That's not wrong.
That's what they say.
Okay.
We are bothered today.
Go on to the next point.
And now churches, what I argue the churches to do is to quote the Bible and use the Bible to convince the government to reduce the marriage age to the time that the girl starts menstruating and the time that the boy starts.
You've spoken about that, but you are asking the churches to do that on behalf of your political party.
Not on behalf of my political party. I can speak for myself. I'm speaking for myself.
Okay, so why are you directing that to the church?
What I'm just saying to the church is they should also add their voice quoting the Bible.
Supporting you.
Not supporting me. It's the women who are in trouble, not us.
Okay, go on.
It's the women. I'm not in trouble. I'm single and I'm very happy. And it's women who are bothering me. They keep knocking at my window.
Have you ever had a girlfriend in your life, or have you ever married?
I've had girlfriends several times.
You have never married?
Never.
You don't see a value in marriage institutions?
I see lots of value in marriage.
So why you're 49? You're 49. You do you have any issue with women because they don't want to marry you? That's why you are
No, not at all. If I get the right woman today, I'll marry today.
Do you have one?
There are even relatives who have put their mombers beside. They're saying, "We got the cows to pay your report," so that's not even a problem.
Do you have one in your life right now?
No.
Who is going to be the first lady?
No.
That's an important issue before the elections. Okay, go on.
Yeah, thank you. So with the churches, when I'm saying they should talk to the government, what I'm saying is they should quote the Bible, which says,
you've spoken about that point. Yeah. What's the next point?
Okay. The other point is, I'm trying to insist that the girls between the age of menstruation, that is 9 years, up to 17, I want them to, worldwide, they should form their own NGOs.
The girl with the 9-year-old.
Yes.
Okay.
They should run their own affairs. And government.
Be the director, accountant.
Yes. They can do that. I know you think they can do that. I know you think they cannot do that.
What about school? Where is school?
They can do that.
Where is school?
School is there as well.
And
I went through that. I was abused myself when I was 13 years old.
By a man or a woman?
By guardians who were around me.
And
I fought for my own rights.
There were women, I remember a woman from Germany looking after you.
No, that one was very perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, she made me so perfect. She made me so perfect that ladies are even scared of me.
Is that the reason why you have issues with women? Because you were abused when you were growing up?
And that's just one of the factors. That's
the contributing factor.
It's just one of the contributing factors. It's actually mine.
What happened to you?
I mean, the ladies, actually it was my own mother. She was not happy with me because my father divorced her. So she was venting all her anger on me, you know.
Verbal abuse?
Verbal, physical. She would hit me on the head with pots. You know, I could have died. You know, you can die if you hit on the head.
Okay.
I don't know how I survived. She would hit me on the pots. She would deny me food. She would refuse to pay my school fees. You know, she would say, you look like your father. Okay. So that's why if you look like your father, I'm not here. I cannot work for people who are not from my tupo, you know, family. So
this is, and so to the women that you are talking to right now, this is an osmosis of your anger from your mother to these women.
I've mentioned so many other factors. They've nothing to do with this.
Is it?
I'm talking menstruation thing. What does it have to do with it?
You have given us your points. We want to give the viewers a chance to respond.
No, let me finish.
How many do you have to go?
Just one or two left. Now what I'm trying to say is, I'm proposing, it's for their benefit women, that the girls who start menstruating at 9 or whatever age they start menstruating, up to 17, they should have their own NGOs supported by the United Nations, supported by the African Unions, meaning the continental bodies all over the world, and the governments, and supported by men. You know, I want to see the elderly men getting into these things, and the old women, I want them out. As long as an old woman talks about it.
From what age would you classify a woman as old?
From 18 years upwards.
They are old.
They should not get into these NGOs. Because I know They are enemies. These are enemies. These are enemies. These are enemies.
You are his enemy.
Yeah, it's better to have men of my age into these NGOs. But what I'm saying is the NGOs must be purely run by those young girls.
Okay.
Purely run by them. And those NGOs should have both.
My question is two runs. How are they going to double up, going to school and also running the NGOs, plus homework and also...
We have to adjust the curriculum of education. So we will reduce the staff in class so that they have time to fight for their rights. Because listen, I got affected by that when I was 13 years.
Okay.
I had to go and talk to the headmaster and say, look, I'm being abused by my own mother. And I told the headmaster two things. It's either you change me from this school or I go to the streets and start becoming a criminal. That was 13 years. So, and the government, fortunately, Tanzania was very smart. They quickly acted. They even lied to my mother. They said this guy is a problem, so that's why we are changing him schools.
You want votes?
Now, what I'm trying to say, listen. I want to finish the point.
We want to hear what the women are saying. They constitute 52% of the population.
I'm just finishing.
We want to hear what they are saying.
I know.
Because these people are going to vote for you.
Let me finish before they come out. Well, this is where the crunch of the matter is. I want those young girls and boys together to form one NGO together, because abuse is not just for girls.
Okay.
It's for boys and girls who are young. Yeah. So those girls who are between 9 and boys who are from 13 up to 18, they have the NGO together, and then the government assists, and the government assists them through men, not through ladies, older ladies, because these are enemies. It's like asking ZANU-PF which candidate should Kambisi Party put for the MP. I mean, they'll tell you put the one who lose, so you win. So you cannot ask the old ladies to fight for the young kids. That one is out.
That one is out.
And then these older ladies now, from 18 going on upwards, they have so many problems that I'm witnessing with my eyes. They have more problems than the younger ones. That's why they're making noise. I'm not blaming.
Can we come
They
back
are being beaten by their husbands. They are bleeding through the nose, through the eyes, through the ears every night. They are being abused. The man brings a small house in the house, he sleeps with a small house. When this wife will be told to sleep on the floor, I hear cases, I see cases. So these older women, they have so many problems, such that what I'm saying is, let's assist them to form NGOs and let's fund them if possible. Let's give them the money.
They already have NGOs.
But they should focus on their problems only. These young ones, if they talk about the young ones, to me, it's like the
That's what you don't want.
I don't want to hear, because I know they don't like them.
But they are already
It's like me talking about ZANU-PF more than Kambisi.
Let's respect our
When I want to compete with them in the election.
Let's respect our viewers.
They can now give us their views.
Beauty, Emma, do you have any messages?
We have a lot of messages coming up.
Yes.
As you have heard from Mr. Matasa, I am banned from the NGO because I'm above 18.
Right.
We have Andre Mtetwa who's saying, finish. Tagu was a child marriage. I'm the Rovai Munu, man. You're pregnant and 9-year-old.
You see, they are getting criminal now. We are talking of Ruamu. That's a crime.
But Varuta,
Okay,
all right. Okay, we'll go on with the messages.
She's not a baby because she can give birth a baby.
Okay.
A baby cannot give birth a baby.
Moving on, we have Dennis Mandishita who's saying, can drugs take you up to this level? How can a 13-year-old boy take care of a family?
Right.
Dennis Mandishita is saying he looks like a Somalian, this guy.
You're foreign.
Shami Yvonne is saying, who can be 13 and know about love? Can we do some research on your maturity and common sense?
I like that one.
Aaron is saying, do you go to church?
I do.
Eric Muju is saying 9 is youth.
Yeah.
You're messed up.
Okay. Let's go.
Marjorie Urumende is saying, which doctors? Kanavana vese vakuita anamai at 9 years old and fathers at 13. Anoenda kuschool a doctor wacho ndiani. Waparadza vana nekuti itaimba. Nonsense. Shami is also saying, how can a presidential candidate be full of shit like this? Talking about common sense, where did you leave your senses? And Iwevana vako, how old are they? Vanavako, are they getting married at those ages? That's Dennis Manishita.
Dennis Avana has never been married, has never had sex in his life. Go on, yeah.
Andrew Tetwa is saying his agenda is one of abuse of girls. Shami is saying, no wonder Zimbabwe is a joke with presidential candidates like this buffoon. We have met you saying, I'm sorry, Tendai is saying, guys, Vanu Avam Nova One.
Okay, let's give him the chance to respond to his messages. To these questions as we conclude this program today. Do you want to respond to any questions?
All of them. I'll respond to all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
quickly.
Yeah. The first one was saying, how can a 9 years old get married? Maybe this man is on drugs. I explained that at 9 years old, God has put the system for that girl to be able to have a child. So if you say I'm on drugs, then I think God is also on drugs, because God is the one who should have put that system at 18 years old. So who is on drugs here? Me or God or this guy who is commenting? Yeah, I think it's you guys. You are the one who's on drugs, because in at least I'm quoting science. You know, I'm quoting reality that the child, a person who is 9 years, can get pregnant. Read your biology, my dear.
Okay, there you are. That's your response.
Yeah, the one who says a 13-year-old cannot take care of a family. This one is a product of the present-day lifestyle, where we think a person looks after his children on his own. In the original African culture, which is what I want to bring in my government, a child was brought up by not just the mother and the father, but the community at large. Right. So this 9-year-old, if she has a baby, that baby is for all of us. The husband, our big sisters, our parents, our grandparents. Actually, the grandparents are the ones who really looked after children.
And there's a next one, because
next one, he says I look like a Somalian. It's true, because my mother was a Tanzanian, but they were Tanzanian originally from Kenya. And I actually heard rumors that even Kenya, they came from Somalia. So that is okay. I've got a bit of Somali thing. Even when I was in Tanzania, they used to joke with me, especially girls. They used to say, "You're so handsome, you're like a Somali." Because now I'm old, I've lost that good part.
Okay.
And then he says,
let's give him
the one who says, I want to move very fast so that we finish the full time is out. The one who says 13-year-olds don't know how to love, that one is not serious at all, because when I was 7 years, I had a girlfriend who was 8. And we used to hug every day at school. And when she was 9, when I was 9, when she was 10, we were caught in class by a teacher one day putting the legs in between each other's legs. And the Catholic sister had to take us out of class and take us from our chairs and put us in front, and we were sticked.
Forgive me for laughing. This is not a laughing matter. This is serious.
This is a very good question. Yeah. And then after grade 7, we parted ways. She was 14, I was 13. We went separate schools. And then a friend of mine told me exactly what this guy said. One of my classmates said, Mr. Henry, now we are going to the University of Dar es Salaam. We are going to meet this girl. I want to see if she'll be interested with you. Those were childish things. Kids do not know love. I told him, even me, I don't know. I told him, I think also she was too young. I don't think anything will happen. Guess what happens? The first Sunday she saw me at church at the University of Dar es Salaam, she came running to me. She even ordered me to give her my keys for my room. Really? I was ordered. The same way I'm trouble. And I had to give the keys, and she went to my room before me.
To wait for you then?
Yes. So I've asked this guy. And now ask yourself, we started becoming interested with each other when she was 8. Which means a girl who is 8 can choose whom she wants. If I had not shifted countries, come to Zimbabwe, she could have been my wife now.
Let's continue with the
next question.
For the benefit of
the next question, he says the person wants to do a research on maturity and common sense on me.
Yes.
I think what I would say, do it. I will cooperate with you. You can look for the rest of the Zimbabwe Psychiatric Department or Sociology Department. And also we can expand it to other 9-year-old girls and boys who are 13, and then we see what really comes out of that. The other one asks me, do you go to church? Yes, I go to church, a very good church. Yeah, I don't need to tell you what it is, but it's a very good church. I've got a prophet in front of me.
Okay.
And when the other one who says 9 years, a 9 years old is not a youth. As far as I'm concerned, a 9 years old is not just a youth. It's actually a woman, because she can give birth to a baby.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just worried about the small figure of 9. was very easy to count 9 fingers, but it's quite some time, 9 years.
Okay, yes, yes.
The other one says, how will a 9 years old become a doctor? I've already explained with me this. He didn't listen to me.
Okay.
What I said, the system is such that if a girl at 9 gets pregnant, she goes home, she delivers a baby, and then after a year or two, she comes back to school. She continues up to the medicine level. She gets a degree, and the good news is when she gets a degree, she will have 2 things: the medical degree and the 20-year-old.
Let's do it this way. You have so much to give to the community.
No, I'm finishing. That's with 2 points only. I finished it.
We want to give you a chance to come back and respond.
Okay.
Maybe next week, so that you can get to finish all the points and your arguments. We just want to get one message. Yes, one message from our viewers.
Right.
Then we call it a day.
Right.
Yes. Beauty, if you have any important message from our viewers.
An important message would be from Emmanuel Mapanda, who's saying, get your votes from 9-year-olds. Tell them to register to vote.
That's a perfect point. I'm looking at convincing my fellow Zimbabweans in the world at large to now adjust the constitutions. 9-year-old ladies should vote. Those who can menstruate should vote. Those who can make babies, 13-year-old boys should vote, because really they are part of the system. If they are becoming fathers, they are part of the system. Thank you very much for that.
Can we promise the viewers that you are going to come
back?
I'll
work on that one.
You'll work on that one?
Yeah.
We'll promise the viewers that you are going to come back and continue to expand on your election manifesto and your concerns on women.
I will definitely come again even 100 times, because it's a very sensitive subject. And as you can see, if you are switching on to Star FM and
ZimdiTv,
you will realize our women are in trouble. They are crying on radio every day. They are saying men are bad.
Thank you so
much.
Which
means there's something that we need to address with the elder women, not the young ones.
Mr. Mutasa, thank you so much. There you are, viewers. That's Henry Mutasa, aspiring president for Kambizi political party. He's also going to be running for the presidential post in Zimbabwe. And what's left is for me to thank you, viewers, and also thank Mr. Mutasa for coming to the program. Thank you so much, Mr. Mutasa.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry to leave, because I was carrying a big burden on behalf of the female members of the community.
Thank you so much. I think your pregnancy has been delivered now, and what is left is for you to nurture that baby. Yeah. And our last words from my co-presenter, Beauty.
Thank you so much, viewers, for tuning in. See you next time.
There you are, viewers. Just a moment. Stay put. Don't go anywhere. Today there is a hive of activities on ZimdiTv. And Nira is going to come with the program Masuo, where he's going to feature a lawyer, an advocate, an author, a motivational speaker, Arthur Marara. We all know him. He is popular, known for transforming garden boys into landlords. So stay tuned on ZimdiTv as we continue to build bridges. My name is Sylvester Tofumane. On behalf of the crew behind the scenes, bye-bye for now.
Imwane Harare. Ndapota pay your council bills kuti musazovizitirwe ngema-debt collectors edu kana messenger of court. Zvirongedze kutaurirana izvi kuti musikukwanisa pakubhadhara yese ka1 uyai tiite payment plan. And if you stick to the payment plan, then chikwete chenyu chese state of Harare yakadii contract newe cash debt collector. Saka take advantage of this opportunity and avoid embarrassment, chase around kana kushaiwe hope. Play your part kuti council yeHarare ikwanise kuprovide services akanaka munoexpect. Kana wewe cash wauya, tauriranai navo kuti mubhadhara sei chikwete zviri easier kwamuri imimi. Itai padoko kusvika maite complete kana finish chikwete.
Harare to achieve a world-class city status by 2025.